What is the mother fornicating deal? Appreciate you for pulling up to Sheldon's Bullet Ass Studio. Can you hear me loud and clear? Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right, we good. What's the motherfucking deal, man? DP Long in this motherfucking What it do? New York City up in here. What's good? Appreciate you for pulling up to Sheldon's Bullet Ass Studio. What's the deal? Hit that like button as you follow in. Let me know who you is and where you from. You feel me? Let's get up into it, man. It's late. I already know that. You feel me? It's 3 a.m. here in Texas. So I'm already knowing in New York what it's 401 in New York right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, what's the deal with this Carlee Russell situation, man? This is a weird story. Like, I took a minute before I decided to jump up on this topic because it was kind of weird to me. Initially, I didn't think no foul play on her end anyway. I didn't think that she was up to no weird shit. When I first heard the story, I just was like, oh, okay, it's a black woman lost, like abducted or whatever the case is. Oh, I hope she gets home. But as the story has came out, it's more and more and more and more weird. It's just getting weird. Shit crazy. The young lady is home safe. Yup, she's home safe. That's a good thing. I'm glad she's home safe. But was she really abducted is the question. Because a lot of the things that she's saying or she's alleging don't sound right. If you watch the press conference, and if you hadn't, we're finna get up into this in just a second. This is a weird story. First of all, I want to be sensitive to the fact that, we have a lot of missing black girls, boys as well, but a lot of black girls and women go missing all of the time, and they don't even give us any type of media coverage on it at all. You feel me? Very little media coverage. And it's been a whole lot of egregious acts done to black Americans, like the case with Rasheem Carter. They actually chased this young 25-year-old down, beheaded him. I mean, he has bones that are as clean as one would be from the Egyptian times. It's how clean his bones look. But the man was they deleted him last October or November in 2022. And it just started surfacing at the beginning of this year, and you probably still hadn't heard much about it. I covered it. I did a reaction to it, and I covered it. But it's not getting a lot of media coverage. This right here is weird, and I'm glad it got media coverage, but why did it get media coverage? Why? I'm under the impression that law enforcement had the information that we didn't have yet, and they knew that this was going to be a big story that was going to milk this and make it as big as it is, because this story wouldn't have been as big had she returned home safely without any weirdness around her story, or if she had unfortunately been deleted. The story wouldn't have been as big as it is with this hoax around it. So of course it seems to me as if they pushed this for that reason. But that's not even my whole point. Like, we just finna get into this video, this press conference. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you is and where you from before we get up in here. We got Debbie Snacks in this motherfucker. Appreciate you for sliding through to show some love. Sheldon Vibes in the Bootleg Ass Studio. Yeah. Y'all got Kool-Aid? What it do? What's good? But yeah, we finna listen to this. My bad, I hit the wrong goddamn button. Check out this conference, this press conference real quick. And we're just gonna listen to it because I already checked it out. And if you hadn't already checked it out, we're finna get into it together. It's just a whole lot of holes in the story that don't make sense to me. And you know, see if it makes sense to you. Hit that like button, let go.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Frank and Pam Bearfield Training Center. I'm Captain Keith Sescaleba, that's spelled Keithczeska, with the Hoover Police Department. Joining me at the podium today will be Hoover Mayor Frank Brocato, spelled Brocato, and Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis, spelled Derzis. You may also hear from Lieutenant Daniel Lowe, spelled Lowe, of the Hoover Police Investigations Division. Mayor Brocato will make a brief opening statement, and then Chief Durzis will read a prepared statement. After Chief's statement is complete, there will be an opportunity to ask a few questions regarding this investigation. Keep in mind that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there may be some questions that we cannot answer. With that, I will turn it over to Mayor Brocato.
Hit that like button. Let me know who you with and where you from. West Texas up in here. East Texas over here, baby.
Thank you and good afternoon for you all coming today. You know, 6 days ago, our community learned about the disappearance of Carlee Russell, and it sent fear and pandemonium not just through our city, but the entire state and the nation as well. The media quickly joined us to get the word out about Carlee. Our community sprung into action, and they organized search parties, arranged prayer vigils, and they took other steps that I'm not even aware of to help in this situation. The Hoover Police Department quickly rallied multiple partner agencies, stopping at nothing to find Carlee. I'd like to take this time to say thank you first to the Hoover Police Department, our partner agencies, our wonderful community, and to all those that aided in some way in connection with this situation. As the days have gone on and more information has been shared, we know everyone has questions. The Hoover Police Department is known for being very methodical and thorough with their investigations. For that reason, we did not feel comfortable speaking in detail publicly until now. It is important that we share this information now so that our community can be put at ease. So at this time, I'll turn the microphone over to Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis. Thank you.
Passing that mic. You know what I'm talking about? Mic pass.
Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll be working this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there,
she purchased now some granola bars and some Cheez-Its. Remember that. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got a pad and pen, you know what I'm saying? You might want to jot that down.
She remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Well, let's hear it.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Silver Med, like to get off by the Silver Med.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like towards Tuscaloosa or toward 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound, or how old did they look?
Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz
Is it a sedan or SUV?
SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white, like Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
Right now? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any clothes
So hold on.
anywhere?
No cars anywhere.
Hold on. She said the child looked to be 3 or 4 years old just a moment ago, right? I don't know too many 3 and 4-year-olds who are still in a diaper. I could be wrong. Maybe my kids just got about their diapers kind of early. And my nephews as well. But by the time they 3 or 4, you know, they probably got on some underwear, you know. They probably potty trained at that point. Most likely. I don't know. You tell me. That's just an observation that I made dealing, you know, off of my experience with kids. So if you beg to differ, you know, I could be wrong on that. I'm just saying. I just noticed that she said that looked like he don't have on pants, look like a diaper. How could it look like you don't have on pants, it look like a diaper? Let me back it up a little bit.
Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
Right now? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
She's still with the I think it's a little boy. Usually it ain't that hard to tell a little boy from a little girl by 3 or 4. Now, if it's a baby, the hair ain't really growing out sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's a little boy with some good long hair, you know, you might confuse it. But come on, I don't know. They sound quite odd.
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't
Looks
see
like a
any
diaper.
cars anywhere?
No cars anywhere.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct?
No, I can't really see them that good.
Say pass your lady.
That's the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them.
Okay.
All right. And do they have shoes on?
No.
Shoes?
Not that I can see. I can't really see that. Look.
Okay. All right. the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but the officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover Police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover Police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by her family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. Detectives, the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded, but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists.
Okay. Well, that was very nice of the kidnappers right there to not want to leave any, impressions on your wrist. That's very thoughtful of them. You feel me? Why would they do that? Do they make sense to y'all? They already done kidnapped you. Oh, we don't want to leave any impressions on your wrist. That's not going to help your case if you kidnap somebody and you do something terrible to them. She said a man hopped out of the trees and said I was checking on the baby. Okay, so if you was coming up to check on the baby and is this the person parent? Ask the child, hey, do you recognize this person? Did the child say mama, daddy, anybody? You know what I'm saying? Did the child recognize them? Like, how did all of this happen? What time? You know, I'm trying to figure out when did all of this take place? How did the timing don't make sense? Like, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. They done tied you up, and they're gonna be some nice kidnappers and not leave some impressions on your wrist or whatever. And you was able to get away. You was able to get away. Yet you was captured again. Uh you got away on foot, but you got caught again.
She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember.
So was these cheese crackers possibly maybe those Cheez-Its that she bought from the store? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. This don't.
Anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told you.
So you escaped not once, but twice.
Detective, she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence.
You ran through a whole bunch of woods and you just so happened to come out by your residence. I mean, you know, it's a possibility, I guess.
During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives.
Crack rock, man. When you smoking that pipe, you feel me? It might do that to your lip. I don't know. Allegedly. That head hurting could be that head coming down, that high coming down, crashing. You feel me? I don't know. I don't know.
Also noted that she had $107 cash in her right.
And you still got money on you.
Sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview.
So they had you naked and tied up, taking pictures of you. And they didn't take it from you? If you get what I'm saying, they didn't do anything to against your will sexually. Why they got you naked? I mean, it's a good thing if they didn't. I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying this is not the typical behavior of one who would kidnap somebody. You feel me? Like, they ain't trying to take it nicely on you. Oh, I don't want to not bruise your wrist. So, you know, we already done kidnapped you, but we're not going to leave no marks on your wrist. So they won't know it's us. Y'all make it make sense for me, you know.
And made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, you have to pay for an Amber Alert was searched.
So now she's looking for some promotion.
On July 13th.
Now she's trying to see if she got to pay for some promotion. Okay, I done did this right here. You feel me? How much it costs for some promo? Shit, let me see. Man.
At 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, how to take money from a register without being caught, was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th.
So is that what
On
she
July
went?
13th at 12:10.
So she went to Nashville to go get some dick. Is that what happened? She got a dude though, right? She did this to cause up a whole frenzy. So her dude to think that she getting kidnapped. She all in Memphis somewhere getting dick down and came back. Got dropped off by the house. Talking about she walked through some woods.
10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
So she like,
there were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
I mean, he did comment section right quick. What's good, y'all? We got Valerie Amos in this motherfucking cater. Nicolette Penton anything. You feel me? Marcus Allen was good. Appreciate y'all for pulling up to the Bootleg Ass Studio. Lynn, GMB in this motherfucking cater. Kidnapped twice. KASJ. What he do? Who else we got up in the Bootleg Ass Studio? Mr. Opinion. What he do? Oh, God. Yeah. DP Long. Roman Anthony, what's good? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If this is a hoax, what did she think would happen? Why would she go to such extreme to do what she did? I know people seek attention all the time. Did she not think it would blow up? But bitch, you call 911 though. Like,
With that, we'll open the floor for some questions. Please raise your hand and I will call on you. Carol.
I think that's about it.
We know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
In the back.
What have the past few days been like for you, your department?
Chief, I know you said you weren't able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went, and how would you characterize what happened here?
You know, that's the $100 question. We pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call, and we can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
Well, one quick follow-up. Her parents. Did you speak with Carlee's parents, and why do you think it is they were so adamant that there was an abductor?
Yeah, I think parents are believing what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents, met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today a few times, and to make them understand that we're under pressure from our community.
And that's another thing. People saying that the parents had something to do with it too. I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with that one. I'm like, because I seen one of the interviews that they had when the mama was saying my daughter's a fighter, she'll find her way back home or something like this. So it did kind of give some weird vibes. But again, I'm on the fence with that. Like, I don't know, because why would she say that her daughter is a fighter and she will find her way back home? Like, how did she know that her daughter would have to fight? I mean, we're hoping for the best, of course, but I'm not saying she wasn't gonna make it home. But how do we not know that the worst has already happened yet? So it don't matter about her being a fighter already. If she's gone at this point, we don't know nothing what's happened at this point. If she's done took one to the dome, ain't no fighting, but the Lord can do something about that. You feel me? So it kind of gave weird vibes, like she knew her daughter was okay and would come home or something like that. But it then on the same hand, it was like maybe she was just talking and speaking from a place of, you know, hope. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Not only in our community of the state, but nationally when the story hit. And I just wanted them to understand that today we were going to have a press conference, and what we were going to detail today are facts. And everything that I've told you today is actual facts. It's not innuendos. It's not what I think. It's not what these detectives think. It is the factual information that we have.
Okay, okay.
How much time do you think you'll give the family before going back to court for sentencing?
Well, I think our detectives have talked to the parents, and we're ready. We're ready to talk as soon as she's ready. So, you know, she called right now. We're ready.
You had one word to describe what went on. What would that be?
Ooh, how about unknown?
Oh, Roman Anthony squad said the mom is protecting her, but dad wasn't really saying nothing. I just feel like what's done in the dark gonna come to the light, yo, on God. And you know what? Seemed like some truth to that. Mama don't want to give her baby up, of course. Of course. Maybe mama know. Maybe mama don't know. But mama got an intuition for sure. She know if her daughter is up to some bullshit. And she probably ain't gonna just air her baby out like that. She probably ain't gonna do that. She probably just gonna play dumb. That would be the best thing to do. You know, in her position. But I mean, that's in the public light. But behind closed doors, I'd be getting on her ass. I'd be getting on her dog ass on God. You feel me? But in the public light, I'll be playing dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Oh, yeah, I just be letting all the facts come out public. But I be grilling her ass. The fuck now, what the fuck happened for real? Was you abducted? Cause damn it, you know me, I'm a ride. Sure, point them out. Where they at, goddamn it? Cause damn it, yo. But what the fuck was you doing? Did this really happen? Cause you got everybody and their mama out here looking for your ass. You done stepped in some shit. For real. I'd been grilling.
We know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
In the back. What have the past few days been like?
And for the Queen done pulled up, what they do?
This has been a stressful search, hasn't it?
Well, absolutely. And again, the focus of the investigation that Thursday when she went missing, of course, the focus was to get Carlee home. That's what we want all. We wanted her.
Yeah. Stanford O'Quinn say, jail, put her in jail. It's obvious she was on some BS, so let's put her in jail while we figure it out. D-Zam. Everybody say, hey, put her in that clinker until we figure this shit out. Hey, it look like they probably, that's on the way. I can almost, I ain't gonna say
her safe and sound. And that's all happened. On the way. And then, of course, this has gotten to be.
What's today? Thursday? I give it by Friday or Monday. They're gonna have a risk.
Not only a local state story, but a national story. So you know, it's a lot of stress on everyone in the Hoover Police Department and the mayor, to every citizen here. We want to know the truth.
As you stand here, are you frustrated?
I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm very happy that Carlee's home. That was the main ingredient here, and then we'll figure it out. I promise you that we'll end up figuring it out.
Any idea about the number of manpower hours or the expense of the drones and all the rest of the search that might cost the city and the state and the federal government?
Yeah, we haven't had time to consider that, but it's you know, again, these detectives that are here, this is just a small group of people that have been associated with this case. We have put every available resource that we have on this case because we wanted to make sure that we found out everything. We wanted to get her home, and we have.
Was there any prior indication of mental health problems?
Not that I'm aware of.
Could you just expand on the
people from the state, the federal resources brought in, what were they doing exactly as you all were searching for her? Can you just expand on that?
Sure. A lot of the from the FBI side, several agents helping us interview. I mean, as you well know, in a case like this, especially when it goes national, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls. And when you get those calls, some of them may just be outlandish, but you got to follow up on them, because you never know that you may get.
Ain't nobody seen her walking when she was on her way home, or when she was escaped the first time. I mean, your name and face all over the nation right now. At this point, anybody see you go. So when you escaped that first time, how long did you escape? How long was it until you got caught again? See, that's the information. See, they're gonna feed us a little by little. It's gonna more and more details gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? They got more details, I'm sure, already, but they're gonna feed it to us to stretch this case out, you know. But yo, nobody seen you. Nobody seen that child. Only you. You the only one that called in and said, hey, you know, it's a little kid over here. Out of all these people on this damn drive, on this highway, wherever it was, you the only call. I don't know.
Get that one tidbit. And I'd also say, too, that we had a great cooperation with the family. The family received hundreds and hundreds of tips, and every time they got a tip, they sent it to us.
Would you say a crime has been committed in this case?
We have not determined that, no.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 Summit Media. Question for Chief. With all of the searches that you mentioned, Chief, that were on Carlee's phone, does that kind of give you an indication of her mind state during this ordeal, the 48 hours that she went missing?
Well, you know, again, we want to talk in facts, and I do think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very, very strange, yes.
Yes. Do you feel confident, do your investigators feel confident that you know why Carlee Russell may have done this?
No, we do not know. Absolutely not.
Chief, can you explain for us, you mentioned that while I believe you said that Carlee was on the phone with 911, she was traveling for 6
Lynn GMB say they got the they got the beginning and the end. They just got to figure out the middle. Said that she was at the Red Roof Inn. We need some state jail time on this. What's up with the Red Roof Inn? Who said something about the Red Roof Inn? Somebody else. I missed the Red Roof Inn part. So she was at the Red Roof Inn? I had to go back and look at it. Yeah, I told y'all she was getting some dick.
Tells me that I've had kids, and I'm sure a lot of people here have, and it's very, very, again, she said it, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen, because I've always been one of these guys, you never say never, but 6 football fields. I like athletics, I like football. 6 football fields. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down. It's just very hard for me to understand.
How she know it travels 6 football fields too? Did she elaborate on it?
Video from 459, and did you see a man grab her?
We did not see, from what we can tell. We don't see anybody on the interstate other than her car and then someone getting out of her driver's side. We have sent that off to the FBI for enhancement. It has not been returned.
Do you think in this case that charges will be forthcoming towards Carlee Russell, and how serious?
Said it was rumored that they had footage of her at the Red Roof. No confirmation on that. Okay, we heard it on the police scanner, but they denied it. Okay.
Serious of a crime is it to not only fabricate a 911 call, but to lie to law enforcement during an investigation?
Well, you know, again, that's not something that we've been discussed since we're going through the still investigation. But you know, people have to understand that when someone says something like this, we put every available resource. Everybody comes together from, like I say, state, local, federal. It's just a lot of work, and you know, gentleman earlier said frustrated. I mean, it is a little frustrating to think that all this has been done and we can't find anything out.
A federal because of the highway.
No, not to my knowledge.
All right, last question.
Is this investigation held up until you can speak once again to Carlee Russell?
Well, there's a few things that we're still doing, but obviously we want to talk to Carlee as soon as we can and do an in-depth interview. And at that time, I think we'll have these investigators doing some other things. So
that's all the questions we're going to answer today. We appreciate you guys coming, and we'll be following up with y'all later. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We're gonna get y'all. Yep. That's it for now. Stay tuned for the rest of it. And they're gonna milk it. Man, there's a lot of weird things, a lot of holes in this story though, for real. So it don't make sense. She was talking about she was fed some cheese crackers. It probably was them cheeses that she bought from the store. I find it weird that she got stripped naked and nobody assaulted her, which is a good thing, but that's not what a kidnapper would typically do. And also that would leave your ass in bondage. They're not finna leave your hands free, your legs free, so you can possibly get around. And if you first of all, if you blindfolded, you can easily unblindfold yourself if your hands aren't tied. So it ain't making no sense, man. It ain't making no sense. I was thinking she was gonna pull a fake ransom demand to finish paying for medical school. Oh, whoa. Could have racked it up. Family could have got their GoFundMe ran through the roof. Medical school paid for. Man, that's crazy though. Yeah, how somebody gonna blindfold you and leave your hands free just so you could unblindfold yourself? Unless they said, "Hey, if you move and unblindfold yourself with your free hands, I'm gonna shoot you in your shit." Only way, cause you ain't finna tie me up but you ain't finna blindfold me and not tie my hands up. Cause me, I'm gonna yank that motherfucker off. Like what? The fuck? That was easy. Now I know exactly what you look like. Now I can swing on you. Now I can do what I need to do. I can kick and scream and holler if that's what the hell I need to do. It ain't making sense, but y'all let me know. You feel me? Yeah. But that's it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I appreciate y'all for pulling up the Shelter's Bootleg Ass Studio. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. I didn't even want to touch on this subject because at first, like I said, initially, I didn't think much of it. I just thought maybe it was a girl gone missing, a woman gone missing. And I was like, oh shit, hopefully they find her. But I also found it weird that was actually covering a missing black woman. And then I also found it weird that, like, how are you gonna call in 911 to say that it's a child alone walking by itself and you go missing all of a sudden? Did it even say that she ever got out and intended to the child? It sounded like she left the child alone and she was just watching it. Sound like, it didn't make sense because then she did say she went and a man came out of the bushes and said he was checking on the child. What happened to that man? You left the child alone to a strange man to get? You didn't say, "Hey, child, come with me. Come sit in my car for a second until the police get here." You just let the child be out there. It don't make sense, man. Shit don't make a lot of it just ain't making sense, man. That she was getting drilled. Hey, we're getting some dick somewhere, and she needed a good ass story to come up with. Anyway, man, y'all hit that like button on your way up out this thing. Let me know who you is and where you from. On God, indubitably. Until next time, I'm sure advisement need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. And we up out this thing.